Hello, folks, and welcome to the latest episode. And as promised, we are back for some Europa League action today, where we're going to be facing off against Zurich and Celtic, both away, our first two Europa League games. But yeah, as I mentioned in the last episode, first and foremost, we did make a bit of transfer business, and that transfer business has actually resulted in the last couple of games where Mohamed Hazala has not been playing. And yeah, that business, obviously we had that. Hello. There it is, folks. Keon Koopmeiners is in. He is immense. As you can see, he's played 2 games and got 3 goals. 2 of them have been penalties, but yeah, he comes in, 34 years old. Gives us some experience in that midfield as well. And he has been immense. Cannot believe how good he did. And then also, as a backup to Atakan Dogan, brought in Marcio Camacho from Sporting. And yeah, that's just to help with our Portuguese contingent. In between episodes, we have had a mixed bag of results. We had one result that we did not really want, and then 2 very big wins. As you can see, obviously we had the Portimonense and Chavez games in last episode. We then followed that up with a 1-0 loss to Gil Vicente. And yeah, we were just FM'd. I mean, look at it. 5 shots to our 12. We had the better XG. We only allowed them 25 touches before we'd win it back. And yeah, but then we faced Braga. Here, we won 2-1 against them after goals in the 9th minute for both them and us. And then Koopmeiners with the penalty. And then Porto, it was all Tion Koopmeiners. Bear in mind, this is a Porto side that still have Costa in goal, still have Samu, and yeah, that is mad. We managed to beat them. But as for the league, what that does this. We are second place, 1 point behind Sporting, and boy oh boy, I mean, Porto right now are down in 13th place. It's insane to think. Braga are down in 16th. Where actually are Benfica are there, 7th. I was about to say, where is Benfica? But yeah. But as I say, we're here today for some Europa League action. And the team we're going to be sending out there is exactly like this. We're going with Domshak, of course, in goal. Alho, Melo, Abramovich, Marinsky in defence. Koopmeiners alongside Iliakas. Figueiredo on the left. Williams Barnett through the middle and Ormerson on the right. Atakan up top. Obviously, Landim is back. He's our homegrown goalkeeper. Whitboy is out injured, unfortunately. That's why he's not playing. He's out for like another 7 weeks. But yeah, that is how we line up. Grant registered. Not is he? There we go. So yeah, that's why I didn't put him on the bench. Anyway, folks, that is how we're lining up. Not waste too much time today. Obviously, last episode was a really long one. So let's jump in and get this match underway. And here we are for Europa League action against Zurich. Away, like I say, away in both of these games today. And yeah, we need something. Especially the Celtic game. They have won their first game. Game against Zurich. We should win. But let's just listen to that Europa League music. And there we are. We are now kicking off. It's us to kick off. And we do. Oh, well, that was nearly. Okay. Figueiredo here. Into Williams Barnett. Nido. Puts it back. Iliakas. Figueiredo. Koopmeiners. Okay. All the way across to the other side, Marinsky here. Thomason, over the top. Here is Thomason. It was Coop Miners again. The Coop Miners. I don't know what it is about him. I think it's just the fact that he's so experienced and obviously a big name player. And yeah, this is what we do. Thomason, clearly offside, surely. They are checking it for offside. I think he was a mile off. He's been awarded. He wasn't. Just check this again. I thought he was a mile offside here. He wasn't. This guy playing him on. Canberry. Now, Williams Barnett with a corner. Whipped in. Headed back out to him. Cuts inside. Williams Barnett straight at the keeper. And it's out for another corner. And who's going to be taking them? I don't know. It is all us in the early going. Oh, that was beautiful one-touch put. Hey, Figueiredo here. Alho. Gets through. Hoop Miners couldn't quite find one of his teammates. And now it is the break. Domshak. That's what we love. Domshak is amazing. Yeah, he has moments where you think he could do better, but 9 times out of 10, he does do brilliant football. Yeah, I didn't want to spoil that Hoop Miners transfer for you guys in the last episode. That's why I said you'd see if he comes in. Not on crazy money. I think we got him down to like 7.5 grand or something. 7.75, something like that. His wage. Here's Marinsky with a throw-in now. Flicked on. That was Abramovich with the flick on. Yeah, into Thomason, our goal scorer. Ball across. Williams Barnett couldn't put it away. Alho. Well, unfortunately, it's too much on his header. Figueiredo couldn't get to it. Okay. Forget that Gil Vicente are in Europe in the Europa League with us. Okay. Here we go. Marinsky here. Thomason. Abramovich across to Mello. I really hope we can get Mello to sign a new deal. Figueiredo. And it's Captain Figueiredo. Was he offside? I don't know. They're checking it. And it has been given again. Come on. Let's just see this. Williams Barnett. What a ball through that was. A perfectly timed run. And we are 2-0 up in the first half, folks. This is what we like to see. Pure domination. And we need... This is the kind of game we want to have against Celtic as well. I like this, but I think that'll be very different. As it stands right now, we are up to 9th in the league. So, go. The second half. I think our passing has been good so far. Second half. That underway. I like to drop that bar that shows the players stuff because it just gives that little bit extra viewing area of the match. And yeah, we are just pure domination really in this match. Zurich just started at the races. Obviously that can all change, but let's just keep doing what we're doing. So we're gonna make some changes. We're gonna rest Scoop Miners, bring Hazalar on. We're gonna bring Janenko on for Figueiredo. Nalton can come on for Marinsky. Alves can come on for Mello. Bank. We'll save the last change, but I think Shea Lacey might come on. Are there any other youngsters? It'll be Lacey or Curcio anyway. One of them two. I just don't know whether Curcio will come on for Iliacas or James Barnett. Right, it's headed clear. There's a good corner. Dogan plays it back out to Janenko. And he gets the assist. Ari Iliacas makes it free. And game over, folks. They're not coming back from this. Nicely worked here. I mean, this pass from Dogan here. Outside of his boot, over to Janenko. He just plays it to Alves, who gives it straight back to him and whips the ball in on his left. Iliakas runs in and gets ahead of two of their defenders. And now it's an instant kickoff highlight, though. Could they get a goal back? Or are we going to steal the ball and go on an attack of our own? It does look like it's going to be a chance for them. It's a ball over the top, cleared. And they do get one back. Philippe Kenny. They are checking for offside. The third offside check down at that end of the pitch. And they have pulled one back. I mean, it was a good clearance initially here by Abramovich. Unfortunately, couldn't get it past Markello. And yeah, it ends up in at Kenny. And they do pull that goal back. But, not enough. Right, we're going to bring Koziemka on. I think Shea Lacey for Emerson. Do that. And here is Lacey. Charging through. Look to play the ball through, but too much on it for Dogan to be able to cut across and get there before the keeper. Okay. Italy. Alvarez there. Lacey. All over the top for Dogan. And it's 4-1. Wow. Wow, wow. Alright. What a ball this was. So perfect. Perfectly timed. Dogan just halted his run for a second so he didn't stray offside. We are up 4-1 here. Lacey again. Charging through. Puts it back to Narton. Iliakas. Hazala. Iliakas. Narton. Played in. Okay. Oh, Alves steps up. Alves charging forward. Centre back. It was close. Tell you what, if he'd scored that, that would have been beautiful. Okay. Canberry. Gonna do here. Lacey's chasing back. Lacey wins the ball back. Gives it to Hazala. Into Williams Barnett. Out to Narton. And it's Chenenko. Tell you what, Chenenko's looked good since coming on. 7.5. He could actually end up being a replacement for Figueiredo long term. Yeah. Depends how he develops. I mean, I'm kind of glad we've got him here in this squad, to be fair. Atakan's picked up a knock. That is not good. Luckily, we're at the end of the match. Hopefully, it's not a bad one. We have to play Rio Avenue in between the two games of today's episode as well. If needs be, rest him for that game. Ready for Celtic. Okay, Hazard out to Narton. Lacey. Iliakas. Lacey. Lacey charging in. Shea Lacey gets a goal. And that is 5-1 against Zurich. And what a start to our European campaign this is. Yes, we've got tough teams like Villarreal, I think it was, to face. But yeah, I'll show you all our European fixtures actually after this. Before we go to jump over to the Celtic game. 5-1. Total domination. They only had like 16 touches. Forward win the ball. Proud. Yeah. So, that is that. Obviously, it's not our first actual foray into Europe, but we did do that with Asteras. And yeah, as I say, for our actual fixtures in Europe, obviously we've got Celtic that we're going to have as our second video match today. Villarreal, Sparta Prague, Anderlecht, Basel, and then Besiktas and Rapid, SK Rapid. Yeah. So I think what we'll do for for tomorrow's episode, I mean, we've got to show Villarreal they're our biggest opponent in this. It'll probably be get the couple of games in between done, do Villarreal, and then go all the way through to, and then probably do Estoril actually. Well, yeah, that'll be tomorrow's episode. Planned out already. Okay. Anyway, folks, I shall see you in just a moment at the Celtic game after I've got this Rio Avenue game out of the way. See you in a moment. All right, folks, we're back. And I didn't notice this where after we'd finished our game against Zurich, we're actually top of the Europa League as it stands right now. But yeah, that game in between against Rio Avenue did win 2-0. Figueiredo and Camacho the goals. Camacho coming in because Atacan's injury kept him out for a week. He's still not 100% fit, but he is playing today. Yeah. Also, had come down here. Our training facilities got upgraded to average. They're now average. Obviously, we're working on the youth stuff. Then we went to the board and asked for some more stuff. So they wanted to talk about the junior coaching, but they did agree to upgrade the training facilities again. Will be finished in February, and our transfer percentage revenue has gone up to 45% now. So all in all, that is good. We're doing that. The youth facilities will be done next month. Yeah, percentage of transfer revenue up. Good. Junior coaching budget up. What else? Recruitment else. Could ask for more coaches. Ask for a bigger transfer budget as well, or even buy the stadium or build a new one. Relay the pitch. That's for coaches allowed. And for the last one, go with scouts allowed. Never have too many scouts. But yeah, if we look at all the requests, the only time we got rejected was there. Otherwise, they've been pretty good. But yeah, like I say, as for the actual league, we are still in second. Look at the actual table. I mean, Sporting are smashing teams. That looks of it. But yeah, Porto still down there in 10th. Braga are now down in 17th. Is mental considering they were one of the big three. Benfica, who are naturally one of the big three, are in 11th. Yeah, we could be seeing a change in the guard here. Sporting staying there. Could Casa Pia start to become one of the big teams in Portugal? Anyway, let's not waste too much more time. Let's have a look at the team. We're going with the same team you saw last time. Domshak in goal, Alho, Melo, Abramovich, Marinsky in defence, Group Miners alongside Iliakas, Figueiredo, Williams Barnett, Thomason, behind Atakan, who, as I say, isn't 100% fit, but he could play most of the game and Camacho could come off the bench. And yeah, that is how we're lining up. So, without further ado, I'll see you in just a moment at kickoff. Get things going against Celtic. And here we are, up against Celtic, playing a 4-2-3-1. They're playing basically the same as us, but they're playing defensive mids. As you can see, it's first versus sixth. It's a huge, huge game for us. So, let's get the game kicked off. See what we can do. This is going to be a tough game. Celtic are a much better team than Zurich. So it'll be interesting to see how we do. Rupert Williams-Barnett commits a foul, edge of the box. Really where we want to be giving away fouls, boys. Off the woodwork. And luckily, Dinks can't direct that goalwards, as it said in the commentary. Okay. Come on, boys. All Celtic right now. We just need to bide our time. See what we do. I mean, if we could come out of this game with a draw, 4 points from our first 2 games in Europe, I would be happy with. But we will see. We've not had a shot yet, unfortunately. We might need to change something up here. Yeah. I mean, we're not seeing many highlights, luckily. That is long, the free kick for them. Yeah. Iliakas wins here, Thomason. Marinsky. Down line, Thomason, ball across, hook a deflection. And the keeper had to put it behind. Again, didn't see the corner. Finally had a shot, though. Obviously, that wasn't a shot. He was trying to cross it for Atakan Dogan. It's Figueiredo, Coop Miners. Hello, Figueiredo. inside to Williams Barnett, Coop Miners. Barnett, Dogan. Looking for Figueiredo, but couldn't find him. And now Celtic potentially on the break here. They are in behind. It's Nygren. Luckily, puts the ball wide. Best chance we've seen so far, really. He should have scored. Yeah, I think we're going to have to change something up here. Don't know what, but yeah, we're going to have to change it up. Yeah. They've got a guy called Shearer, playing left back though. Okay, Ramsey. Alho cuts out. Figueiredo here. Williams Barnett switches it over to the other side to Emerson. What's inside Emerson? Ooh. But the keeper did make the saves. Did go out for a corner. Okay, Figueiredo. Coop Miners. Ball forward. Williams Barnett does get hold of it. Here's Dogan. Yeah, not fully fit, but manages to cut the ball back. Fortunately, couldn't find one of our guys, and now they're in behind Yamada. Good work. We are weathering the storm, but we can do this. I believe in us. Played out. Here's Alho. Probably going to come off at half time because I don't want to risk that red card. Yeah, has been poor. We definitely need to do something here. Not going to win if we're not shooting. So, Hongi's going to come on at left back. Dogan, Figueiredo aren't having this. Almerson's having a terrible game, so Lacey is going to come on. Bang, going to do here. Going to bring Macho on for Dogan. Just don't want to risk him too much. So he got a half done. Going to leave it like that, but in terms of the formation, you're a right footer, okay. So I'm going to go over like this. No, you're going to stay in the same shape out of possession. In possession. I'm going to put you into a false 9. Yep, like that. Change these to wingers, I think, just so we get them whipping balls in. You can be an inside. You're going to be a winger. I want to do that. Could even swap them around. Figueiredo can play both naturally. Lacey can play over them. Do we do that? Do we swap them around? So they're on the right feet. Leave as is. Okay, alright, that's the changes we're making. Firming that, getting the second half underway. See what this does for us. Going with 2 up top when we're in possession. And then, obviously, Williams Barnett will drop back. Figueiredo into Williams Barnett. Out to Morensk. Put out again though. And now Yamada is in again. Cross to in June. Good block. It was a point blank save as well. And luckily, Ian June was offside there. Okay. What do we do? Got some encouragement to the boys. Right. So, an hour in, gonna gauge things up slightly. Gonna go more direct, up the tempo a little bit, play a little bit wider. Yeah, do that. Go more direct, up the tempo, a little bit wider. Firm that change. Okay. Just to try and get us up the pitch a bit more. Just play it slightly more attacking. Well, more direct. And see what that does. I mean, we have started having more shots. We've got 2 changes we can still make. Going to bring off Iliakas, bring on CO. And then the final change, I think it's going to be Figueiredo coming off for Nenko again. Okay. That is all our changes done. Thrown everything we can at it. And can we just at least see out a draw, maybe even nick it? We are, as you can see from the match stats, we are coming right back into this. Okay, looking for Shea Lacey there. Okay, here's Coop Miners. Plays it out to Kukongi. Looked to play Chinenko in, but couldn't find him. Abramovich sliding in there nicely. Jota. That is a wasted effort again. Cute Miners is tiring, but we can't make any more changes. Okay. Thinks here. Morrison. Yeah, it's out to Jota. Here's Ramsey. Leonard. Cute Miners cuts it out. Chinenko. Curcio. James Barnett. We lose out there. Joseph. Good save, Domshak. And it's out for the corner, but we've probably been the better team in this second half, looking at the match stats and how they've developed. Hello. Curcio. All over the top matchup. Williams Barnett. Oh, just couldn't keep hold of it. Again. Nygren's in. Plays it across. Domshak. What a save again. Janenko just heads it out. And we are holding on here. Come on, boys. Done it. We've got the point. Yeah. We just could not get anything going there properly. Satisfying result. Nobody gave us a chance. Yeah. 0-0 draw at Celtic Park. Huge. And it does drop us down. Still 8. We're still in the automatic qualifying places. Yeah. We are going to be playing Villarreal next. We're down in 18th. So, anyway, like I said earlier, I'm going to come back for that Villarreal game. So we'll get Tondela and Marian out of the way. Come back for Villarreal and probably Estoril. And we'll have a look at where they are. They are down there. Malacao are up in 9th. The game after that. Sporting in the Cup. I don't think we bother with showing that. Probably get hammered. Yeah. Anyway, Villarreal will be in the next episode. If you have enjoyed that today, folks, make sure you smash that like button. Give it a big old thumbs up. And if you are new around here, please hit that subscribe button. And also, I forgot to do this at the start. Thank you for all the new subscribers we've had lately. It has been immense. I appreciate you all. Now, I am going to bid you all adieu. Bye-bye for now.